I'm here with Calista Kweon, who just played us 2 tracks, Bottom of Your Cup and Delay, which she just released. How are you feeling after those performances?
I'm feeling really, really wonderful, actually.
You are a commercial voice major.
I am a commercial voice major, yes.
Which I wanted to talk about because it's interesting that you're choosing to do like the artistry path, but also like using your vocals at the same time. How did you decide to kind of like do both while you're here at Belmont?
So writing has always been a very therapeutic practice for me. It was always something that I used to kind of take out the garbage in my mind and make something that was really difficult and turn it into something really beautiful. And when I came to Belmont and I started getting more into the technicalities of music, I felt like my vocabulary to be able to write songs just like grew by 10. It was just like I had a whole new pool of things that I could pull from to write music that touched on this emotion or touched on that emotion. And I'm very grateful that I chose commercial music because I don't think I'd be the musician or the writer that I am today without it.
How do you think that being in that program has influenced you, or like what have you learned as a result that's helped you like with writing?
I've learned to listen a lot. I've learned to just take critique and really sit with it for a minute and not just take feedback and just kind of like immediately run with it and be like, oh no, I don't think that you mean that when you say that about a song or about a composition or an arrangement. It's like, okay, I need to look through the music that I've written and analytically see maybe where I could be better. And so by listening more, I'm always gonna grow as a musician, and if I'm not listening, I'm never gonna get any better and grow.
Yeah, and learning to like not take things personally also is
huge
when you're doing music. In Delay, which is the song that you played second, you talk about an experience that kind of inspired that song. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So last fall, I had a difficult family moment. I wasn't speaking with my family, and it was really hard because I love my family so much, but it took a toll on me being 500 miles away, and I needed to get out of Nashville. So me and my best friend took a trip to San Francisco. We both had never been to the West Coast, and it happened in 2 seconds. Like I got there, I was having the best time, and then immediately I was on the plane, and it was like I'm mourning the trip that was still kind of happening. And it made me realize that time moves so incredibly quickly, and that I don't think I'm really present enough to enjoy these really beautiful, life-changing moments, whether they're really beautiful or they're really bad moments, because the past couple years have just moved so quickly. But that song is just like posing the question, can we delay our stay? And I feel like I never really answered that question because I want to leave that up to the listeners to be like, yeah, I can delay my stay, or maybe I should try to delay my stay a little longer. And
you're getting near the end of your Belmont career also, being a senior, right? So that's probably really resonating with you right now.
Too much, actually.
Yeah. Do you feel like you write most of your songs from a personal perspective, or do you take inspiration, or what's like your balance with that, like taking inspiration from other things as well?
Because I do a lot of journaling, and not necessarily like journaling for songwriting, but taking things that I journal to incorporate into my songwriting, I feel like most of the time it's very personal, but I'm trying to write from different perspectives, so it's not just like my story. I want it to be relatable to many stories and many other people, because I'm making music not just for myself, but also so that I can reach out to somebody that's maybe across the world that's going through the same thing, and they can listen to that and be like, wow, I'm feeling that way as well, and they can have something to relate to and listen to and kind of confide in when maybe they don't have a voice or enough courage to say how they're feeling.
That's great. What do you think that you're going to be doing in the future with your music, or what can we expect to see from you in the future?
I am currently working on having an EP by the end of my senior year, so been in the studio this summer, still in the studio this semester, and hopefully by like mid-March I'll have a little announcement out.
Ooh, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for coming on Belmont Tracks. Your songs were great, you sounded lovely. It was great to meet you. I'm Kat Caudill, and this is Behind the Track.